Hey yo, listen, this situation has gotten to the point of literal retardation. Let me share a text message that I got yesterday, right? I got this text message yesterday telling me that by sticking up for myself and defending myself, making videos defending myself, I have made the situation worse on myself. And then threat that if I continue to take up for myself, I'm going to make the situation even more worse. And to top it off, they added in this little bit about how my friend made a video, and that made it worse too. So let me get this straight, right? Y'all can sit on panels and dog the fuck out of people for hours on end, live after live, week after week. But if I make a video in response defending myself, and someone who I have fucked with on YouTube and behind the scenes in real life for almost 4 years now, if she makes a video defending me because she actually knows my character, that's a fucking problem? Excuse the fuck out of me. I cannot, like, y'all don't understand. I cannot. This is anyway, let me break this down one more time for the people in the back acting fucking delusional. Let me add this in right quick. I'm so baffled by what I have heard. I don't know if this is actually being said and done, and this is real, or if someone behind the scenes or in between the two groups of people is trying to stir shit. And it kind of feels that way because it is so unreal, but at the same time, I've seen some of it play out, so I don't know, man. It's just weird. The whole thing's weird. Let's start from the very beginning, okay? This live where people started arguing, I wasn't in there. I didn't see the ending. I didn't even know that had taken place. I seen like a little bit of where they kind of had an attitude with each other, but then the live cut out because it was put on private. So after the fact, I was presented with some of what took place. I then agreed with what I was presented with, that it did seem as if they were coming at BK. Okay? That's it. Nothing more. And let me put this out there too, because they seem to want to blame me for saying something to BK, which I actually didn't say, but regardless, if me telling someone that you're not their friend is enough to break up your friendship, y'all probably weren't actually friends in the first place. But the fact that you want to blame me for that it kind of shows that your mindset is incredibly childish. I don't blame Mike for ending mine and Bombshell's friendship. That's Bombshell's fault for sharing something that I told her. Nothing I've ever told Bombshell should be repeated. And regardless of how this goes, I'm not going to repeat anything that Bombshell said either, unless I have to defend myself. That's it. Not out of spite, and that's the difference. I'm not just going to come out here and start showing shit and try to paint her to be this terrible person or whatever the fuck. I'm going to show what I need to show, if it comes to that, to defend myself. That's it. I've not been, going through our conversations and being cool with her to gather information on her and shit like that. I don't get down like that. So you won't see that from me. That's not going to happen. Anyway, back to this, right? So that happens. And then there was a point in time where I was barely getting on Discord. So by the time I had came back, BK had already nuked his entire Discord. I didn't even know that he was going to do that. So I wrote AIM like, what the fuck? And she kind of, explained everything. Fast forward. I get a comment underneath a video of mine, but it wasn't a comment to me. It was underneath Static and Drama Kiki. I assumed by the name because it had Bender Boy Assassin in it, either it was someone trolling Drama Kiki or it was someone with Drama Kiki. And then 2 days later, she went live and specifically called that account Slayer. At that point in time, I had no reason to believe otherwise. Then everything blows up, right? Someone comes to me in Discord and specifically asks me to go check out this channel. So I did. Up until this point, all I knew of this channel was that they left a comment on my video, but not even on my video, underneath other people. So I didn't pay it any mind. I go to the channel, I check things out a little bit, fast forward a little bit longer. I get a message asking me about a specific video with the link. So I go watch it. I start reading the comments, and here is BK in the comments of that video saying how hurt and disappointed he was to hear someone that he considered himself close with, say that they would do something like that to him while he was experiencing loss. And let me make this clear. We don't have the right to tell that man how to feel. If he's hurt, he's hurt. You don't get to pick and choose whether or not someone's hurt by your words. Whether or not you meant it one way or the other doesn't matter. He has the right to be hurt, and I have the right to my own opinion to agree with him. Period. Anyway, fast forward a little bit, I get a notification from that channel, and it's Welshie deleting a comment or something. So I go back to the thread where this is supposedly happening. So I read through it to see exactly what the hell's going on. And then I get a notification from Welshie. And of course I want to know what the fuck's going on. Who doesn't? Like, come on now. So she goes live. So I say to her, you did in fact insinuate that BK lied. Even though she didn't even really know what she was talking about. And I guess BK was trying to explain that to her and she wasn't really getting it and things kind of blew up. But the fact of the matter still remains. She did insinuate that he lied because he wasn't even talking about what she was talking about. So it couldn't have been true, right? Right, okay. Then I say, and I wish that Welshie would put this live up because I still stand behind everything that I said. Then I said, verbatim, you do realize that they said they were going to hold a funeral for a man while he was experiencing loss, right? Courtney says, Beth, with a question mark. I said, I'm sorry, Courtney, I feel it was wrong. She flew up on the panel and started tripping the fuck out, saying that I was a groupie, and when she was talking about me, she wasn't saying that she respected me. She was saying that BK respected me, which I found weird because what does that matter? Whether or not he respects me has nothing to do with this situation. Mind y'all, this is my opinion based off of what I just seen. I don't know at this point that there's a huge blow up and they've been arguing with each other or whatever the fuck. I don't know this at this point. I don't know this until BK makes an entire almost 30-minute long video explaining all of this. So she flies up on the panel, starts insinuating that I'm speaking to BK behind the scenes and I know what's going on with that channel. I'm the first to comment there and So I leave while she's live within minutes and do a screen recording going through that entire channel proving that that's not true. I even read out the comments that I have left on that channel, which there was a total of like 4. Me making that video was a direct response to Courtney, who flipped out over my opinion that I'm allowed to have. That's one. Second video I made was in response to Courtney bringing that situation up again on her live, trying to insinuate that I was mad at her for what she said about the funeral, but I wasn't mad at BK over what he did to Bombshell's father, which is a bold-faced fucking lie, and she knew it when she said it. Everyone knows that I ended up leaving his Discord and shit. That's not even in question. People know that I flipped the fuck out. But I didn't treat Courtney anywhere the same as I did Bloated Kiki. I didn't cuss her out. I didn't go into chats saying that I was mad at her. I didn't make a video about her making that comment. Nothing like that, right? So keep in mind, she's mad at me over my opinion right now. It is them who turned this into a war over Bloated Kiki's friendship, not me. So back to the second video. She gets on live, brings the situation up again, trying to insinuate that I wasn't mad at BK. I even went in there and said, really, Courtney? Like, so I make a video in response, directly responding to what she just said on her live. Those are the only 2 videos that I had made at that point in time in direct response to them talking about me. While they're up there talking, Mike slips out this supposedly something that I told Bombshell, right? So then I make a video, I made the clip, which I told Bombshell I was going to do. She knew it was coming. She acknowledged it, and then turned around and started to ignore me. Even though she knew the clip was coming, she acknowledged me, she acknowledged that I was putting the clip up, everything, right? So I put the clip up, and I say, Bombshell, do you care to explain? She ignores me, like I said. So I make a second video, like, really? You knew this was coming. You're intentionally ignoring this right now, okay? Fast forward, nothing's happening. I'm not making videos. From what I know of, they aren't saying anything. Let me just throw this in there right quick too, because on that live, Courtney said in hindsight, it was a poor choice of words. So this whole situation could have ended right then and there. But they chose to continue this battle of who BK's friends with or not, or whatever the fuck. Could have been done there. If you now see that it was wrong of you to say, like, it was a poor choice of words, why are you still mad over my opinion? And then Controlla brings up my teeth again. And I don't care if he told Melissa and Melissa told Controlla, or Controlla told Melissa, whatever the fuck. I only shared that with one person, period. And he had already apologized to me at that point for saying it. Whether or not it came from one or the other, It came from him specifically, and I made that known in the video. So he took that as some sort of attack, even though it's a fact, and continued talking shit about me. So I responded. Third video, same thing, a direct response to what I was told he was up on the panel saying. Let me point this out real quick. They're up there trying to paint BK to be such a terrible person. Someone in the chat even said something along the lines of, he's a known liar now. So you believed him when he told you that I told him y'all weren't his friends. So now we're picking and choosing when to believe people? If that's not selective outrage, I don't know what the fuck is. And then I have someone come to me and tell me that I tried to use the racist thing against him, when in reality, he tried to use it against me. So I threw it back at him. He still tried to say, what if the KJ community knew about this, Beth? When I didn't even know about it. And so again, I threw it back at him. Everything that I've said has been a direct response. I'm not afraid to stand up for myself, as I've said before. I'm not going to be bullied or intimidated or humiliated into submission. That's not going to happen. I haven't done anything to anyone but expressed my own opinion that I'm allowed to have. As I said, y'all turn this into a huge war over BK's friendship. I can't control who BK is friends with. And as I said in the other video, whether or not he chose to reach out to people isn't the fault of those people. And the fact that... Never mind. Never mind. I'm going to take up for myself. I'm going to respond to the things that are being said. That's period, end of story. If it makes my situation worse, if that's going to be a threat or something held over my head, then so be it. But I'm going to continue to defend myself. And if a fact hurts your feelings that bad, maybe you shouldn't have done it. Just like he came out here and tried to insinuate that I intentionally tried to hurt him by sharing information with him that he brought to me. Even though he brought it to me, I still apologized profusely. And again, he was cool with me after the fact. Just a month ago, he was sending me a video because Bombshell was into it with other people, so he sent me a video of someone doing a clip. We were good, dude. This is nothing more than trying to make me look a type of way. And again, I'm gonna continue to defend myself. What I did do to him, it did in fact hurt him. He said that. That is a fact. I'm not mad that he told people that I hurt him. I'm not hiding behind that. But what I'm not going to do is allow him to sit out here and act as if I just came to him with information that I wouldn't have even known if he didn't tell me. The two situations do not equate. He even said he was mad, so he was on the phone with whoever and said whatever about my teeth. I wasn't mad at him. I didn't share that information with him to hurt him. What he did to me was actually malicious. It was intentional. What I did to him wasn't. Before I go, let me just throw this out there too. If I have what I consider to be a friendship with someone, and I tell them that I personally don't think that someone else is their friend or they should be weary of another person, I'm not meddling in the other person's life. I'm meddling in the life of someone who I consider myself to have a friendship with. There's a difference. I lied, actually. One more thing. Why did my little opinion make y'all that mad? I'm nobody. Literally. I'm just a groupie, remember? So why are you so upset?